Chipper Jones rookie cards have been hot commodities since well before the former Atlanta Braves third baseman ever stepped foot on a major league diamond. Part of that is due to his timing. Jones was the first overall pick in the 1990 draft, right in the middle of the rookie card craze. That combination came with some crazy expectations, both on the field and in the hobby. And although Chipper didn't make his big league debut until 1993, he made his cardboard debut in 1991, if you don't count a spate of minor league cards in both 1990 and 1991. The heck of it all is, though, Jones pretty much lived up to the hype. Over a 19-year career, he collected 2,726 hits, 468 home runs, and a .303 batting average, numbers that make him something like the fifth or sixth greatest hot cornerman ever. When you add all those World Series appearances with the Braves, his 1999 National League MVP award, and his 2018 Hall of Fame election, it's little wonder that Jones' baseball card still cause a stir these days, all these years later. So, as a micro celebration of one of the greatest players of the junk wax era, here is a quick rundown of each Chipper Jones rookie card. 1991 Bowman Chipper Jones, number 569. This was the third year of the resurrected Bowman line, which Topps brought back in an oversized format in 1989. They clipped the card size down to the standard dimensions of 2.5 by 3.5 in 1990 and beefed up the rookie card content to almost obscene levels. Of course, that trend only continued over the years, with Bowman becoming the place to go to for rookies and pre-rookies. In 1991, Topps made sure to capitalize on the still booming rookie card craze, not only by jamming their Bowman full of first-year cards, but also peppering the U.S. with enough product to sop up the tears of investors when the bubble eventually burst. Today, Chipper Jones leads the pack, but you can usually find his raw card for less than $1. Slabbed copies in mint condition or better will set you back $10 or more. 1991 Peachy Chipper Jones, number 333. In 1991, Peachy broke with a tradition and produced a set of baseball cards that was not near an exact copy of the top set from the same year. Peachy Premier was a venture into the world of premium cards and came heavily hyped, as those sets tend to do. Although Peachy never really panned out as a super-duper brand, they didn't abandon their roots completely in 1991. For collectors, that meant a Topps parallel set that you could only tell was not a Topps set by the premium white cardstock and the French copy on the back. Aside from those differences, the Chipper Jones Peachy rookie card is identical to the Topps issue, but the Canadian cards were issued in much smaller quantities. As a result, this card can bring in $15 to $20 even ungraded, with PSA 10s bursting through at the $300 mark. 1991 Score, Chipper Jones, number 671. Ah yes, here we have young Chipper Jones swinging away from the surface of the sun. This card was hot, hot, hot. Well, sort of. It looks, and it still looks, actually hot. But like most cards from 1991, Score pumped out enough of these to keep your family feeling chipper for generations. Expect to pay about $1 for ungraded copies and maybe $10 for gem slab specimens. 1991 Topps Chipper Jones, number 333. This is a classic rookie card forged by a classy design Topps rolled out for their 40th anniversary, but it's just so plentiful that it's had a hard time building up much value over the years. Even with huge numbers available, though, the first base Topps card of Chipper Jones feels like a bargain at $1 or $2 ungraded. That price climbs to $20 to $30 for graded gem copies. 1991 Topps Desert Shield Chipper Jones, number 33. In 1991, Topps made a parallel set of their base issue for distribution to U.S. troops serving in what would become the First Gulf War. The cards were identical to the normal Topps card from that year, except that each was graced with a foiled stamp of the Operation Desert Shield emblem. Colloquial estimates put the print run at 6,500 to 7,000 of each card, which was tiny for the day. As a consequence, each ungraded copy of this Chipper Jones rookie card can reach well into 3 figures. If you're looking for a gem graded specimen, be prepared to pay thousands and wait a long time to do so. You should also be aware that counterfeits exist. 1991 Topps Micro Chipper Jones, number 333. Topps always did like to experiment, and their lab work in 1991 produced a micro set, with each card measuring a scant 1 inch by 1 3/8. These cards were never very popular with collectors, and that, coupled with a wide availability at retail outlets, limits the resale value of the complete set to less than $10. Most of that price is wrapped up in Chipper Jones, though, and his rookie card from that set brings in $3 to $10 in nice ungraded condition. But that's not the end of the story for this card. Even though more than half of the micros submitted to PSA for evaluation have graded out at Gem Mint 10, less than 1/7 of chippers make that cut. As of this writing, only 25 Jones rookie cards exist in PSA 10 ratings. As a consequence, you'll have to pay well into 3 figures for a perfect 1991 Topps Micro Chipper Jones card if you can even find one. 1991 Topps Tiffany Chipper Jones, number 333. If this card looks familiar, well, it's because you've seen it before. In the Peachy listing, and in the Desert Shield listing, and in the Micro listing. Yes, they're all the same design, same photo, same chipper. But at least the Tiffany card is glossy and printed on creamy white stock and pretty limited compared to most other 1991s at any rate. And PSA says that only about 6% of the chippers it has seen rate at a perfect 10. Put all that together and you're looking at close to $100 for a raw copy and $2,000 or more for a Gem Mint graded version. 1991 Upper Deck Chipper Jones, number 55. By 1991, we all knew that Upper Deck cards would be thick, featuring blazing white borders, dazzle with the best photography in the industry, and twinkle at us with their holograms. The cards were great looking, and the Chipper Jones rookie card was no exception, but it was all kind of boring after 3 years of pretty much the same great design, and there were so many Upper Decks issued that year. So now, decades later, we can either lament the fact that Chipper's first Upper Deck card struggles to bring $1 in the open market, about $25 in PSA 10, or we can be happy that such a nice card is the rough equivalent monetarily to a Keurig pod. Like our video? Then like our videos and subscribe to our channel. waxpackgods.com